हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक। सो फाइनली यहाँ पे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सर्कुलर बिग ब्रेकिंग अपडेट है यहाँ पे। सो दैट हैज़ बीन जस्ट नाउ रिलीज्ड यूनाइटेड फॉर्म ऑफ बैंक यूनियन एंड IBA मीट. सो दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट अपडेट फ्रेंड्स. सो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर टू शेयर दिस एंड इम्पॉर्टेंटली यहाँ पे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब फ्रेंड्स जरूर कर लेना फॉर द लेटेस्ट बैंकिंग, पेंशन एंड रिलेटेड अपकमिंग अपडेट्स के लिए. सो स्टार्ट करते हैं यहाँ पे. क्या है इम्पॉर्टेंट, जो कि रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो दैट हैज़ बीन जस्ट नाउ शेयर्ड यूनाइटेड फॉर्म ऑफ बैंक यूनियन एंड IBA की जो मीट है. सो यू कैन सी द लेटेस्ट जो मीट की इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग्स हैं उसको यहाँ पे शेयर करा गया है. फॉर द पेंशनर्स आल्सो वी विल सी क्या क्या इम्पॉर्टेंट गाइडलाइंस हैं. So this is the 18th of January 2025 to all the affiliates. United Forum of Bank Union meeting held at Chennai. So we wish to inform all the affiliates that the meeting of all the constituents units of United Forum of Bank Unions was held on 11th of December 24 at various at Hotel Southern Combat Chennai, as per the notice issued by Comrade Sanjeev Kumar Bandle ji, convener United Forum of Bank Union. So the meeting discussed very important issues concerning and controlling the bank employees and officers. The following agendas were taken up for the discussions. First is the residual issues with the Indian Bank Association. Follow up recent guidelines from the Department of Financial Services. Adequate recruitments in the banks and additional special pay with superannuation benefits given in State Bank of India for officers, that is special allowance in banks without superannuation benefits, and deciding a new convener of United Forum of Bank Union. So any other matter with the permission of the chair. So residual issues with Indian Bank Association. So all the constituents of United Forum of Bank Union expressed their dismay that many issues are pending with Indian Bank Association, and the IBA has not taken proactive steps to resolve the same. So recent guidelines from the Department of Financial Services, periodic review of employees. So the Department of Financial Services, while letter number, advised PSBs to conduct a periodic review of performance of employees as per the extant provisions and the schedule specified in the Department of Personnel and Training. So regarding periodic review of employees and provisions relating to premature retirement in the fundamental rules and CCS. So this directive is nothing but example of micromanagement by the government in the internal affairs of the bank. So second is important, that is a transfer policy. The Department of Financial Services, while letter number 4th 1-2 by 24 dated 26th November 24 advised PSB banks for review in the transfer policy. So the intervention of DFS in the matter is unnecessary and constitutes micromanagement of autonomous entities. So such actions will disrupt the harmonious relationship between management and employee union association, which is essential for efficient working of the PSBs. And the next जो major problem है वो discuss हुई है, that is in relation to the adequate recruitments in the banks. So आपको पता होगा between financial year 14 and 24 the state owned banks saw their employee shrink from 8,42,000 to 7,64,000. So ये बहुत बड़ा concern है. Next है additional special pay with superannuation benefits given to the state bank officers. The next is the introduction of special pay to officers in state bank is over and above the base revision cost, which would adversely affect the relativity, so which need to be maintained. So in the benefits offered to various cadres of employees of banking industry, it is important to note that eligibility of special pay for workmen staff and the subsequent improvements thereto were agreed upon at the industry level as compensation toward the assignment of higher capabilities, additional working hours, duties, and responsibilities. So, the introduction of special pay to officers of SBI after the conclusion of the bipartite settlement has affected the relativity of the benefits. So, उसको यहाँ पे डिस्कस हुआ है. नेक्स्ट जो काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है दैट इज डिसाइडिंग अ न्यू कन्वीनर. So, as a consensus could not be reached on the election of new United Farmer Bank Union convener, the meeting will be reconvened shortly to finalize the decision. So, any other matter with the permission of the chair, filling of workmen officer directors in PSBs, DA scheme for all the pensioners to be uniform, that is 808 points. So वो यहाँ पे इम्पोर्टेंट है. 5-day बैंकिंग को लेके रिस्टोरेशन ऑफ ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम, skewed payment of 5-day of performance linked incentive to Indian overseas banks despite 13.83% operating profit. So the meeting concluded by lunchtime. The constituents of United Farmer Bank Union, after due deliberations or the issues confronting the banking industry, have decided to shortlist the issues set agenda for clinching long pending residual issues in time bound manner and to protect the hard earned bilateralism in the banking industries. सो डिमांड्स देख सकते हैं दोस्तों. 5-day बैंकिंग है, एडिकेट रिक्रूटमेंट है, PLI है, ग्रेचुटी है, DA फॉर ऑल द पेंशनर्स टू बी एट यूनिफॉर्म 808 पॉइंट्स है. एजिटेशनल प्रोग्राम्स में आप देख सकते हैं मीटिंग ऑफ स्टेट लेवल कमेटीज, डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस, बैज बियरिंग्स, मेमोरेंडम टू MP MLAs, पोस्टिंग कैंपेन, धरना बिफोर द पार्लियामेंट, स्ट्राइक डेट to be advised by consulting all the United Farmer Bank Union constituents. So दोस्तों ये था ऑफिशियल सर्कुलर which we have covered. So बहुत देर के बाद रिलीज हुआ, so that is why we have mentioned it is a big breaking here. So that's all for the session. So kindly please make sure to share this update, subscribe to the channel friends. Thank you so much.